Hello there everyone, welcome back to another Gundam card game video. Very, very exciting one today. I'm joined by Thomas, who you might recognise, coming off of his win at Bandai Card Fest over the weekend. First place in Europe, so pretty good player. And we're going to be talking about our match, our finals, which is going to be fun. We're going to talk about what we expected going into it, and then we're going to be casting over the game. But getting a bit ahead of myself, Thomas, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit, tell us about yourself. I know you have a YouTube channel, which will be linked in the description, and there will be Gundam content coming.
Yeah, there will be Gundam content coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm Thomas, I live in Germany. My hometown is actually the town where the Card Fest happened, and as you can tell, I play a lot of Gundam. And I'm very excited to go over the match together, look at it, and also hear your perspectives on it, because there are some questions I have, what you were thinking about some of the plays, and yeah, I mostly play blue-white currently. I'm more like the control playstyle type of guy, and yeah, this is why I'm also a lot of more curious to hear about your actual playstyle, since you're playing the Aggro deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. And thanks for having me.
No. Thank you very much for doing this with me. I think this is really exciting because I never see like high placing players talk about their games after the fact, and I think it's interesting. It's also interesting to get, like as you said, your perspective on like what you were thinking.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions from people. They came up to me even before we had our match, right? So I was in the downtime on the event. We had like 2 or 3 hours downtime. And there were some people that came up to me and were like, "Oh, how do you do this in this matchup? And how do you play there?" And I'm like, "Okay, too many questions, too specific questions. I would love to answer all of them, but maybe it's easier to give information one at a time."
Yeah, I think the downtime sucked a little bit. Like,
yes,
it was too much. Because I like.
True.
I think I was. Well, I mean, for me personally, like I think I had so much adrenaline after the top 4, and then like 3-4 hours of just like, and then I had my issue with my flights where I was like, guys, I'm not going to be able to.
Yeah.
So they ended up having. Thankfully, they moved around the schedule so we could actually play it. But not that I'm making my excuses early or anything. Don't worry, it's nothing about that. But I think there was a bit of a break. But I guess I'll start by thinking. So my sort of perspective on this matchup is, I think your build of blue-white is a bit better for me. Than the kind of the blocker slop blue-white.
Yes, 100%.
Only blockers. And actually, so we played each other in Swiss in the first day, and I beat you there. And I think I had
on the third round. On the third round.
From what I remember, I had a very aggressive start. Like I had.
Yes, I missed one blocker. I missed Alfred on turn. Actually, I didn't have a blocker going on level 3. On my level 3, I was going second, and on my level 3, I had no play. I had played an Agama. Nahal Agama. That just rested one of your units, and you had the link on turn on your turn 3.
And I had 2 units.
And you had 2 units. Yes. So it was over from that point. I was already sure of it. I think I had 2 times Strike Kira link and also Gundam Amuru after that turn. So I had like yes. So my hand after that was very good actually. Also going into Launcher Strike, I think on my level 4. Launcher Strike, Gundam, Amuro, Kira Strike, something like this. But yeah, it was too slow. Because of the first shields I lost.
If you'd had that one blocker, I think the game would have been really, really different.
Yes, then it would have been actually a bit more interesting.
Yeah, I think so. From my perspective, this matchup it's hard because I have to see either ping units or Gundam, because otherwise my units are too small. And if I attack with all of them, then you will just trade them with your blockers. And then, maybe I'll get you down to 1 damage or something. But at that point, my board's going to be gone, and I'm going to be very reliant on seeing like multiple links or things like that, which is very unlikely. So it's kind of it's weird because I need to play it a little bit slower. That also means like generally I don't want to attack with Gundam once it has a pilot on it. Because the only way you can deal with Gundam with a pilot on it is
if it's rested, yes.
So if I'm not attacking with it, then I'm going to maintain the board buff, and the board buff is very, very important. So I think my major concerns in the matchup are going wide to start. So I got my big board, having a buff of some kind, or the pings, and if you're blocking, I want it to be a 1-for-1,
Yes.
and then, and obviously, I need to be playing as many units as possible, because if you have like I want to be playing 2 units for every 1 blocker you have,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
otherwise I'm going to fall too far behind. And
So
then
if you have 6, you swing like with 2, trade 1 blocker, then you have 2 other units in hand. This is like the play. But if
Yeah.
you cannot do this, then you maybe don't even swing, you just pass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
And that's why the game can sometimes go quite long, even though
Yeah.
I'm an aggro deck. Obviously, like but this is obviously assuming you see Great Curve as well.
Yeah,
Because-
I have to
I
see
think
blocker
that's-
every turn, and otherwise it's like not possible to win.
Yeah, I mean, and for you, is it just you're hard mulliganing for blockers, cheap blockers? I assume,
Yeah.
right? Like it's,
Yeah. So for me, on the first day, right, on Swiss, this was like what I expected from the matchup. So I can give you my thoughts going into the event at all. So I was sure of playing this deck. My thought process was, first of all, after performing in Utrecht with this deck, I changed 3 cards out of it. So I took out 1 Tolgis, I took out 1 Gundam, and put in 2 launcher strikes. And I took out 1 Halagama and added 1 Kusanagi. And the reason for that is Kusanagi is insane, right? So it bounces tokens, but also it has 4 HP, so you don't want to see it that often. The one-off is just enough. I draw a lot of cards. Also, if it's in the shields, like it was in the final game, for example,
Foreshadowing.
then it's insane. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah.
So this is just one way to high roll, and it's no drawback, right? So having this one is never drawback, and in the worst moment you can just discard it with other cards. So
yeah, I think that's the advantage, right?
Yes,
Why
yes.
So much consistency.
Yes, and Launcher Strike is like a must play instead of 4 Gundams, because 4 Gundams are a bit bricky. Like 3, you see them, it's enough. And Tolgis also, it's like a win more card in the matchup. It's a bit controlly, but to use it, you have to have a board established earlier. And Launcher Strike not only is good in the aggro matchup, but also with the link with Kira, it's a bit more aggressive, and it survives wing. So
Yeah,
this is
my
very
question-
important. Yeah.
My only question was really why you weren't playing Sword Strike in your list. I think that was the only thing.
Oh yeah, I can tell you because it's losing in the wing matchup completely.
Okay.
It's
fine.
a useless card in control matchups, and
Yeah.
I hate to play Sword Strike without Kira. It's the most
Yeah.
useless card in existence. So I was like,
That's fair.
no reason to.
I
So,
think as well,
yeah.
like the meta that we saw going into this, it was.
Yes.
I mean, 70% white decks, 60 to 70%
Yes.
white decks. It was all
Yes.
white. And the thing is as well, I mean, my opinion on aggro is it's really hard to play. So like once you get a few rounds into a tournament, like there's not that many aggro players. Like okay, obviously there's high rolling.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. There are some high rolling players, but let's talk about Saturday again. The matchups on Saturday. So, like I said in Utrecht, I was like expecting to face a lot of aggro and wing, which I faced. But the funny thing is, I dodged aggro like completely. I lost 1 game to aggro on the first day on Utrecht. It was against Kevin. He played
Yep.
blue-green.
Yep.
And I lost the other one in the top 8 in Utrecht. So the first one against another aggro player. I lost the first because my deck was shuffled from the judges. I shuffled it, but not enough. Maybe it was also just bad luck, right? And I had like 2 Gundams and 2 L strikes in my starting it after Mulligan. So it was like unwinnable. And I won the second game, and the third game I actually nearly won, but I lost because of the I top decked 3 rounds in the late game, only bases.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I had no shields and I top decked only bases. So yeah, what can you do there? But knowing that, I was prepared for the European finals and was like, okay, so some people said, yeah, everyone will play aggro now, and I was like, no, because the most of the players that topped played wing when they topped, and I was sure that 40% or something will play wing, right?
100%. I thought
Yes.
basically people were just going to play whatever they topped with. I thought very
Yes,
many players
yes,
were gonna
and I think they did. I think they
Yeah.
did. There may be like,
The players who
This-
changed did badly. Like that I know. Like
Yeah.
like the ones at least I spoke to who
oh,
who
Chris
did-
actually changed. Evil Chris, the one in the top
No,
8
he
that I
played
played.
red white as well.
No, did he? I think he played
It was
red
Bristol.
blue,
Red
right?
white. He came second.
Oh,
in
red
white.
right.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh
The
yeah,
only
then
person
no one changed it then maybe. Yeah,
Yeah, I know Becca changed and it didn't go well.
yeah, I know that can change.
But there was a couple other people who I can't remember their names that I spoke to, and they all didn't do great. So it just felt like if whatever you topped with was sort of the right choice. And also just
Yes.
on your point about there not being a huge amount of aggro, I played
Yes.
one aggro mirror, and that was the final round.
The
and that
Kevin
was,
against Kevin, yes, sure.
you know, guy who wins whole regionals.
So yes, so
really
like
good
two
aggro,
of the best aggro
turns
players
out.
play against each other. It's logical. I think my prediction was actually right. So no aggro, and my thought was, let's say even if 20% of the people play aggro, right? After the first round, maybe even if 15% of those people make it to the second round, my possibility to match against aggro is very, very low. And you know the matchup, even in the worst case scenario, let's say it's 60-40. Let's say I have only a 40% win rate. Why shouldn't I pick the deck that I think beats like every other deck?
Yeah.
And then just take the high roll on the aggro
And
matchup,
also,
right? So
you
yeah.
lose to aggro one time, it's fine. X1
Yes,
still
yes,
gets you.
like I did.
Right?
The same thing. I lost against you. I didn't. Well, actually, I faced another aggro deck in the last game. It was purple blue.
Purple blue though,
Yes.
which is easy.
And purple blue is not that of a hard match. It is actually still hard, but not that hard, because even if they high roll, they don't have the early Zaku 2.
Yep.
So you lose like less shields in the beginning.
Yeah.
The strongest point of the deck is that it has value going with more draw and so on, but it's still a bit better for my deck against that deck than against green blue.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is the play. I personally think I can give you my opinion on that one. I think that blue-white Appian wins against every deck against except maybe aggro. It has like a winning percentage currently, I think, against every deck because you outvalue them. You have draw, they don't have draw, and this is like everything you need. You have draw, and that's it.
Yeah, no, I think, and we'll see that bear out, like
Yeah,
the value that you get. But look, I think that was really insightful. Let's jump into the actual match, and I will.
Yes, sure.
We'll get going. So here we are set up. So I'm just going to start playing. But I think so. You can't see my opening hand, but it was. Oh yeah, here we go. So let's look at my opening hand because I kept this immediately, and this hand was ridiculous. So it was. I had a 2/2.
Yes.
I drew Shah for turn, and I had Gundam Armor Link and Shah Zaku to Shah Link. So I was like, okay, this hand is crazy. There's no way I put this away. And then I drew Pilot for turn.
So
and, your hand there. Can you see it?
So you didn't have the 2/1/1s, right? So
I didn't have the
you
two, so not in my opening hand, but I had.
But the hand seems very good.
It seems very strong. It seems very strong.
Yes, I wouldn't mulligan anyway anytime this hand.
Yeah.
So even I don't play. I play aggro sometimes, right, to practice, but I don't think anyone would mulligan this hand.
No,
this is like already very good, yes.
Yeah.
And as you can see in my hand, I have the Freedom Gundam that I saw first when I picked up the hand, and I was like, oh fuck. I had the Appian.
Yep.
I had
Overflowing.
an Elfrith. Is it? I think
That's
it's a Kira, right?
Kira and
Kira,
Elfrith.
Overflowing.
And Elfrith, yeah.
And I think one more card. Striker pack. Maybe it was the Striker pack.
See if it.
So I used the Overflowing at this point because.
You drew Epion and Armor.
Yes. I used the Overflowing because normally I wait for the Overflowing, right?
Yeah.
There's no reason to do it early, but my hand needed fixing because the next turn I know I can play the Elfrith, but I won't be able to use Overflowing then. And by that time, if I don't top deck another blocker, it's gone. The game's over.
Exactly. So with this hand, I basically was like, as long as I draw a 2/2, I was feeling pretty unbeatable. I didn't draw one. I drew another pilot. So I think I have 3 Shahs in my hand right now. And I was thinking, okay, well, if he misses a blocker, then this is maybe okay. And you can see that I think this turn I drew like another armor or something. I knew I drew loads of pilots really early. And then I was just sort of okay. So hold on a second. So it was Gundam, Shah, Armoro, and I didn't quite catch whatever the last card was, but it was like
Gundam and maybe Zaku 2, another Zaku 2.
Maybe, and I was just like, okay.
Pause
Depending
for a
on
second.
what you draw here, this is maybe
Yeah.
still fine, but I was like not happy at all about
Yeah,
that. I
yeah.
think,
Just pause for a second. I want there are like two things I want to talk about.
yeah.
One thing is let's first of all the decision of you going first in this matchup, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I think it was very important, and I'm not sure if it's always the right call in this matchup in this particular because you've seen my list, right?
Yeah, yeah. I think so. I tested the testing I'd done against blue white.
Yes.
Basically, the issue I had with it was if I went second, the lists I had played against would play Archangel and things like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that one resource difference meant they would always just be able to throw a base in. You
Yeah.
didn't play
True.
Archangel, but you did play things like Nail Agma, which cost
Yes.
you.
Yes. That's true.
So my concern was essentially, if I'm giving him this extra resource, he's going to be able to throw a base in, more likely into curve, and bounce one of my things, or tap one of my things and clear it. So I didn't want to give you that. I think also, in an ideal world, I'm playing 2 units on turn 2, 2 units on turn 3,
Yes. Yes.
then linking, or playing
Yeah.
more units.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
then like
Sure.
that, and that I can't do going second, because it's a lot slower. So I'm trying to go as fast as possible and as wide as possible. And that's why I wanted to go first. And obviously with the hand I had, I was like, oh my god, if I draw just anything, then this is going to be crazy. I don't know how he's going to be able to keep up with this.
Yeah.
But that was my logic. But I guess so you wanted me to go first by the sounds of it.
Yes. I wanted you to go first because my deck has no play until turn 3.
Yeah,
So
'cause you
if
don't
I
have
go,
Soul.
yes.
I was thinking about that.
So for me it's difficult. Let's say you go second, right?
Yeah.
And you start your first turn with double the level 2 1-drops, right? So that's 2 or Zaku 2, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah,
If it's a
and
Zaku 2, even worse. Even worse. If it's a Zaku 2 and another 1-drop, so you can even use the resource. I mean, you can use your EX resource even on turn 2 against me. And suddenly I don't have a play, I pass. Then it's your turn if you have another 2 units. Now you have
Yes.
4 units, and I haven't even deployed 1 blocker. I
Yes.
lost 2 shields
The-
already. So EX base and shield. And that. But it's high rolling. It's a very high.
I
Yeah.
can tell
Yes.
you
Yes.
So the odds of that happening. Basically the number of so on average, my
Yes.
odds of opening two 1-drops
Yes.
in my opening 7 cards. So the first issue is going second. I have 1 less card. So
Yeah,
my
true.
odds of seeing them are lower. Even going first, when I have the maximal number of cards possible, the odds are only like 70 or 80%. So there's still 1 in 5 games where I miss it going first.
Yeah.
So going second, the odds. Now, of course, if I go second and I see perfect curve, it's disgusting. It's
Yeah, it is.
completely
It is.
disgusting, right?
But
Like,
you're
I
right.
do-
You're right.
Yeah, like if I went second and I went the 3 attack Zaku 2, then on 3 resource I played out 2 units or 3 units, just
Yeah.
burn my EX resource, and then I linked Shah Zaku 2 the turn after that. Hey man, that's crazy.
Yeah, but this is a god hand. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
So yeah, I understand it. This is something, for example, that many people maybe don't understand when they say, like I said, I was thinking, right? I was like, there will be a reason for you going first, and this is maybe something I didn't even think about. How are the odds for this? Because
odds are
if you
not
play,
great.
yeah,
It's not great.
I played this. I played a lot against aggro on locals. I played a lot against bad players that play this deck, and maybe if you don't think much about your plays and about the real odds, you just do this, right? So you just play the aggressive. You just drop everything, get lucky, whatever. But there's a reason those players, I don't see them win locals or
Yeah,
top anywhere.
But
Yeah.
the irony is, I think in this game, if I had just turned my brain off, I would have done better.
Yeah,
Because of
maybe.
what I was drawing. I think
Yes,
if I had just said fuck it and just gone for it. I still don't know if I would have won this game, and I guess we'll see. Shall I start playing again? Or
Yes, I wanted to say to this turn, for example, exactly this play that I do this turn, right? The Kira underneath the Alfred.
Yep.
I think, I mean, this is very logical, right? So
Yep.
I cannot do anything against the Zaku 2 if I don't get rid of it now.
You have to. You
So
have to.
yes, so it was like, why not being it the best play? You have 2 units. If I get rid of it now, I can deal with it currently, and I have like another Kira I think in hand, and or I have like enough other pilots. So I was like, this play is not completely losing, so I have to do it.
Yeah, and I think here I traded into your board. I was debating like, do I want to expose my Gundam? Because basically here I was like, if you Kira link me and I attack with the Gundam and it's gone, I actually lose the game. Because you saw my hand, it was only pilots and Corsica base.
Yes.
So I was like, I can't attack with it. So I really, really hope that.
I think it was right.
I think
it was.
I think here you have the third overflowing, the second overflowing to filter, and I'm like, oh, okay. It's more likely now that you're gonna have the blockers.
Yeah, this was. I think this is a turn where many people that don't understand the concept of trading correctly are like, why is he not going into the shield?
Why is the aggro player board?
But this was 100% the correct play, I think.
Yeah, because if I hadn't, right, like if I just gone face, you would have traded into me. You would have gotten value from your Kira. You would have both your blockers would have survived. Now I'd have been fucked. Because unless I had a bunch of pings, which I didn't, and for what it's worth, like if I had drawn ping units, then I might have attacked face because I would have been able to get value.
Yeah, sure.
But I didn't, obviously, and I think you can tell that by how I attacked. You were probably going. Oh,
yeah. I was sure of it actually, and also now that we can see your hand, it's even more clear that this was like the only line of play you could do in this scenario.
Yeah,
so,
I think here you linked Kira Ale, right? But you just got rid of the Torgis. Killed by Vey.
Think did I? I think so, right?
I think it was the correct play.
I was telling them to.
My board was just so small.
Yeah, I was telling them to turn up the
noise.
Yeah. Oh no, I have to. Yes.
Okay, so I think this was the only thing I think was a misplay. I think.
So you think this was a misplay?
I think you should have killed my Gundam.
Oh, okay. Why? Why that?
If you had killed my Gundam, then I no longer have my board buff.
Yes.
And then I think I actually just lose the game on the spot. Like if you had killed my Gundam, I think I was no chance. Zero chance of going back into the game.
Yeah.
The fact you didn't kill my Gundam meant I had some chance. I still don't think it was good. And I understand why you'd want to kill the Rick Dom, because it swings 4/3. So any of your small blockers, you can't block with them, and otherwise you get breached, right?
Not even that much about that, actually. So yes, it is surely because of the breach. But I personally think I have to value my cards more. I cannot trade 1-for-1 against you.
Sure.
You have more units. I don't have enough blockers in hand. Also, you saw my hand earlier, right? There was a Freedom, there was an Epion. I discarded one, but I had another one in my hand. And so it's not like I have infinite blockers in hand where I can say, okay, I can trade this one, then now I deploy 2 more blockers. No, I don't have this.
Yeah, true.
So also after seeing what you played up until now, I was like, okay, if I trade here, it goes down to 2 health. The possibility of you having multiple blockers is like, pingers is like nearly 0. So
I would have used them,
yeah. So you would trade into it, right? So Gundam dies if he trades into it. You would not do this, and Tolgis, I don't care that much. Yes.
Yeah. No, I think I get that. That's fair.
Yeah.
I think I guess for me, I don't know how obvious it would have been that my hand sucked ass.
It wasn't that much, right? Because you
killed my Gundam 100%, right?
Yeah. So if I knew that after that you have like no power, right? Because you have pilots in hand and less units. But I was afraid that if I use my blocker here and trade it, I don't have units anymore, and then you just spam 4 units on board.
Yes, if I had that.
If I
had that, then yeah. 100%.
Yeah. So I have to play around the worst outcome, and this was.
That's fair. I think that makes sense. In the moment, I think when you did this, I said, okay, I have a chance. Because but I understand why. I think that makes sense. So when I said misplay, I just meant from my perspective. I was like, that sure. As bad for me as you could have.
Yes. But this is the thing with knowing hand knowledge and so on. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I guess because I had the extra card as well from the Corsica, so it wasn't necessarily like. I guess I hadn't really had this.
Oh yeah, and I prepared for that. Yes.
My turns had all been like link or like I'd only missed one thing. So if you didn't know the average way I like to play the deck, then you might not have assumed I'd bricked at all.
Yeah, no, I did not. So we played one time before that, and I low rolled and you played So I didn't know. Also, I wanted to prepare for Tolgi's turn.
Yeah.
So now you
I had
trade.
to trade the token in because it was going to
Yes, yes. So now you trade. So my unit took out like 2 of your units,
Yep,
and I'm fine.
yep.
I'm like, okay, it got the value. Yes, and I was
Yeah,
like,
like,
okay, you played 2 more units. This is
yeah,
okay
and
for me.
again, like, I have 3
Yeah.
pilots in my hand. I'm just like,
Yes, yes.
it's so not good. And I think at this
So
stage, like,
did
what are we
you?
going at level 7? Like, now your freedom's online.
Yeah.
This is the point when I was like, I need you to brick like 2
Yeah.
turns in a row to have a
Yeah.
chance now, because I've done no damage this game at all and I have no board. And you did not brick, sadly for me. You
Yeah.
had a pretty good curve.
Did you think about putting the pilot under the Gundam this turn?
I did. I did think about it because you could have bounced it with the ale. Also, I picked up your card. I knew what it was, but I was double checking because I'm not used to seeing the alt art. I
Oh,
was
okay,
like,
okay.
this is freedom, right? Not
Yeah,
justice. I
this-
was like double checking because I'm not used to seeing
They
the alt
they
art.
look pretty similar. Yeah.
I've played against a freedom before. I had like someone message me like, "Do you know what the card does?" I was like, "Yeah, I know what the card does, man."
Yeah.
Please. But yeah, I think like this turn was like, I think I'd pilot. I think I top decked Link, and I think that's what I ended up doing. No, I didn't. I was debating whether or not to do it because it was just like the problem was at this point like everything was just really exposed. I think I had to just say fuck it and just go for it this turn. I don't think I did. I think that I should have just said at this point I need to hope you don't have anything. So I did the first swing there, and this.
Oh
this
yeah,
was
this
backbreaking.
was
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
any chance I think I had kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
Because this Kusanagi burst was like, I mean, even an Air Lagma would have been bad, but this was
But
just like,
but this was insane because you would have your Zaku 2 would have been at least 4 attack, and if you paired the Gundam, it would have even gone up to 5 if you need, or 7.
If I put both pilots on.
Oh,
it
if you put the on, yes, it would have been also at 7. So
I would have been able to just swing everything through. I don't know what you have in your hand, but the thing is, you can just once you see me have no cards in my hand, you have this much life. You can just trade your board away.
yes,
Like-
now I'm feeling actually at this point in the game I was like, okay, this looks very good for me.
Yeah, 100%. I think like
So yeah,
the Kusanagi burst, no matter what was going to be relevant, but I had a very slow start, and I was forced to trade because if I didn't like, it was just you know what I mean. Like it wasn't. It was just the way that the hand kind of landed up. I had to take the value decisions because if I didn't, then I definitely would have lost. But those weren't getting me closer to a win.
yeah. So it was everything was correct. I think the base burst was insane, and
And
this is
here
why
you're
I played
making
the cards.
right choices as well, right? You're making the right swings and trades. You're like making sure to like control my board. You're keeping your blockers up.
Yes. So now I swing in both units because why not, right? So
This 100% correct because now I'm like that. That's how important the buff is, and now I don't have that. You have 2 blockers up. Again, if I'd had a ping here, that things could have been different.
Yeah.
Didn't have the ping, so I was like,
yeah, you also held onto your hand for I don't know how long. So I was sure there were pilots or something.
Yeah,
I was
it was,
like, okay,
2
you have like
pilots
the same 2 cards all the time, and
I drew all 4 Shahs in this game.
Wow.
And I was like, I think like, yeah, so what, I drew 6 pilots, 7 pilots out of maybe 12, 13 cards. I was like, this is too many pilots. Like, I want them, but not this badly. So you see, like, I'm just, like, what the fuck? I think I swing, and I'm, like, hoping for the best. Like, I don't even, honestly, I'm just like...
Yeah, I mean, this is correct, right? The swing, you have to do it.
I think what I needed is you to not have a blocker on this turn, and then you to clear my Zaku, it to hit something good, and then me to be able to just swing out, and there was a chance.
Yeah, so you had a hit here at least. Yeah.
I hit.
Not a good hit. Yeah, not a good hit, but at least not a whiff.
Yeah. Better than whiffing.
Yeah. I had one more Gundam, and I think for the rest I played another Freedom, right? Yeah. And this
now it's just like these 3 blockers, 3 units.
I think I also played 3 Freedoms, right, against you in this matchup. Yeah, I had all of my Freedom. I played 3, and I had 3.
Yeah, and
So
I think you drew all your Epions, but you discarded 2 of them.
I discarded 2 and drew the last one when I wanted the link. Yeah,
And
it
here you
was,
see, I'm just like, okay, yeah, well, play for something.
yeah,
And again, this is just like, I gotta pray. Like, it's even at this stage, I actually can win if I top deck.
yes,
Like, if I
sure.
drew Show of Resolve into like Armoro,
Yeah.
I win. But like now here, and this is when things became completely unwinnable for me because the base meant that nothing I could attack with was actually going to be able to kill the base because you always have a blocker for my Gundam. I think at this moment I was
Yeah,
like,
exactly. So it was very important to have a base here because now I only have to worry about 1 unit no matter what.
yeah, there's the
And
third freedom, and I'm like, okay.
yeah,
Now at this moment I knew I was like, yeah, this is done. It's done.
yes,
I'm not. You can see, you can see. I'm like, I'm kind of.
yeah,
I'll do what I can, but like, what I needed basically was you to swing out on a lethal turn, and
and miss so that you have a base or
hit,
something.
hit,
Yeah,
hit.
yeah.
And I needed to hit last life base.
But I would never overswing in this case.
Yeah,
So
no, I know,
yeah,
but like, even I think what I needed was like, if you take 2 or 3 turns to just
yeah.
slowly get me closer, I get those card draws.
You
And
get
then
like 2 Amorus in
I hit
hand or
Armoros
something.
like
Yes,
that.
yes,
Like,
yes.
so like that was all I think I could play out to in this moment. But
I
like when
mean,
you just
at this
yeah.
point, you never concede because there's always a chance
Yeah.
somewhere. A slim one, there's always one. But later on, at the point where you concede, yeah, it was
Yeah,
actually
yeah, because I
logical.
think next turn I was just dead, right? Like this is the thing. Like,
Yeah,
did you have 6 units on board?
I think we even played
What
one
if
more
I
turn, right?
lost life? Yeah, here I said I have to go because
Yeah.
otherwise I lose. But I still lose anyway
Yeah,
because
so yeah. So
like
this
with
was
this board.
you go, but at the same time you know that you start the trading. I make the correct blocks, and then you have to stop at some point because there's no use to trade anymore. But yeah,
Like here, I think I go to kill the Gundam at least, and it's like again, you have the value blocks. There's just nothing I can do to stop them. And again, no pings, no nothing. Like this game, like my draws were just like I think what was crazy is how good the opening hand was,
yeah,
because I like that was one of those generational opening hands. I was like, holy fuck, like double link plus a 2/2.
yeah.
Oh my god.
But I guess my hand was also very good.
Your
So
hand was very good as
yeah,
well, but also you putting the pilot onto the
Alfred.
yeah, this was huge.
Yes,
A
yes.
lot of players wouldn't have done that, so like that was big. It was
I
also
think this
big
was
because
the
even if
winning
you
play. Without it, I would have lost 100%.
100%.
If the Zakutu would have lived one more turn, right, I would have lost the game 100%. Because at this point, it would have gotten so much value out of the card,
Yeah,
and I would have lost any potential to trade because if you deployed like 2 more units or just a Gundam Amuru, right, Gundam Amuru for my Elfrith, then it would have
that
been
is
over.
game, is game, is
So
game.
yes, so this was the most important play actually.
Oh, I finally saw a ping. Yeah, I think I took
Yeah,
it.
yeah. This was the only one.
And here I'm just like, and this was like, oh, like the problem was like, oh, I did this and I was like, but he's just gonna Epion value me. But like, I
Yeah.
have to because I'm dead. Like I have to do something. I don't know. I think at this point
Yeah.
it was just too far gone. It
Yeah,
didn't
it
really
was. It
matter
was.
what you
The
did.
value was also
And then,
way too.
and then
Yeah,
you have
yeah.
to resolve, and I'm like, yeah,
I was holding on to this like for 3 or 4 turns, I think,
yeah,
because there was like no reason to play it. I had like I have to deploy a blocker like every turn or do something, and I was like, okay, in my downturn maybe when I'm like at 10 resources, I can use it, no problem.
this was a very
Yeah,
good
this
decision.
is
This is a very good decision.
yeah. And now it's over because Epion can just swing, gain me
They're bored and done.
more draws and so on. Yeah, I think this is like also the last turn of the game, or maybe.
I don't think I conceded this turn.
Yeah.
But you get your draws, you get your restand, and then I can't remember. Did you kill Gundam with this? I think you may
I
have.
think I did, but I used like unforeseen or something, or the
Yeah,
freedom,
I think
or I
so.
used the freedom actually maybe. So Epion survived here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yes.
Oh,
This
yeah. Oh,
is
this was also like I'm done. Like I saw this and I was like, cool. Like that's
yeah,
great. Like yeah, you I think like we both had very good opening hands, but obviously you draw so many more cards that you and you also like
I had the bases.
you used your pilots. Like a lot of players will just
I
hold
used
on to your
yes,
pilots.
yes.
Like you used
I had the bases and I used the pilot in the right
exactly.
moment, I
Yeah.
think.
You didn't give me like you didn't give me outs
And
basically.
what's very important, you had a very good opening hand, but you actually did not draw so well after that, right? So
It was bad.
you
It was
had,
really
you had
bad.
too
It was
many
like
chars.
pilot.
You
I
had
think I
like only
drew
chars, yeah.
pilot 3 turns in a row, and I was like,
Yeah, imagine instead of chars, there would have been Amorous, right? Even that would have been better.
yeah.
But
I think I may have conceded here.
yes, I
There was
think
like not really much point
because
playing.
now you pass, and I'm like I will play it safe as I can. So maybe I maybe I did not to have to, right? But I was like this stuff.
I guess there was a chance I lived. I think like
There was a chance that one turn, right? Yeah.
The comeback possibility I think was burst pilot.
Then
Yeah, I just conceded. Like I was trying like, is there a way? But
yeah.
no, there was nothing. Yeah,
there was like double pilot into last card base. You draw short resolve into double unit, and then you win suddenly or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. So game 2, right?
Yeah, and then on to game 2, and I think we also both kept our hands this game.
Yes, I think so. Also, you had again the decision and started to go first. So I was happy
and
with
again,
that.
yeah, same reason. I wanted to go wide, and
yeah, I was again happy with this decision because, like we said, from my perspective, I can't play, but I understand if it's a chances game, and in the end.
Yeah, but also I think because you don't play sword strike, it's a bit easier for me because I can actually attack with my Gundam the turn I link it.
Yes.
If
I can just play the only counter is actually launch strike and Kira for that.
Yeah. I think like well, I guess I make you burn EX, but like you have less cards.
Yeah.
Depending on what you play, it's still not ideal. If I go second, I can always do it. I mean, obviously, in hindsight, with what I was drawing, I would have much rather have gone second in that first game.
Yeah.
Hindsight, right? Like, of course.
Yeah, I mean, in the end, it's also a mentality thing for the whole tournament, right? So if you have if you performed going first, then why would you take your chances with changing up your strategy in the last game, right? So
yeah, and I think the only time I went second the entire tournament was game 3 against Edwin. I think literally every other game in the whole tournament I went first. And I won the die roll maybe twice in Swiss.
Did game 3 against Edwin? So Edwin chose to go
Edwin
first.
chose first.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Because going first slows me down. Like me going second is slower. And I think like against I think for Wing.
He plays the ward, right? Does he play the ward?
I can't remember if he did.
Like
but also he can't burn his EX resource. You can,
true.
So it's not as big a deal for you, but
Yes,
like if he burns it, he loses. Yeah. Wing burns the EX resource, like Vision wins.
No, it's over. Yeah. But true, if he plays, I think he plays the ward actually 2 or something.
I think so.
So it makes even more sense then.
Your hand looks pretty good here, though. You got double.
Yeah, I got double.
Ace,
yes, a blocker, 2 blockers actually, with Diaz and Alfred. Yeah, I kept this hand for sure. Yeah, this is an insane hand actually. So it looks really also going second with this hand, I felt actually very secure. But you never know. You never know what blue green.
The thing is also, if you had gone first on your second turn, you would have just overflowing twice. Next turn, play a blocker. Turn after, play double blocker, and that's like very bad because I will have had at most 2 units on the field when your first blocker comes down, and then maybe 4 units at best when your next 2 come down. So it's like. It's bad either way, depending on how you open. I saw, and again, I missed double turn 1. I did have a ping. I think I might have swung here.
Yeah, and I didn't block because I knew that if you have a ping, then I lose all my value from a blocker.
Yeah, and also I had to hope you didn't have a base in your hand.
I had one, right? I had.
Yeah, exactly.
This is one more reason why I didn't block. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, this is very slow. Playing out a base
into Corsica,
instead of multiple units.
So instead of if you would have played like 2 units here instead of Corsica, it would have been much more.
Yeah, neither game, both games, I didn't. I was playing 1 unit a turn, which is like the opposite of what I want to be doing most of the time. I mean, those were good units in game 1, of course, but here you're getting like really great value. I think I had triple ping. I'm pretty sure I had triple ping.
In this game, yes, you had triple ping.
So,
even next round, right?
I think so. I think it was like gun tank, Angsha. I think I drew the Angsha off the life, and then I drew a gun tank for game, for turn. Sorry.
So I played Agama and it added me the striker pack.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, I could have waited like one turn to play this. But who knows?
Yeah, but I think like I probably wouldn't have swung with the Torgis token. Yeah, here I just went triple ping.
Yeah.
I remember there was a crowd reaction.
Yeah,
I remember
they,
hearing it.
they screamed like.
Yeah, they were like, "What?"
And now I'm like, okay, this is an issue, right? So
This is
you have
scary.
like a
This
lot
is
of
scary.
units, but I have a base. As long as you don't have Gundam Amaru,
But this is exactly
I'm
what I meant,
safe,
right?
yeah.
If you hadn't had this base, this is so scary.
yes.
Like I think if you didn't have base,
It would have been a loss, I think, yeah.
I probably win
Yeah.
because I just turn everything sideways because I have
Yeah.
such a wide board. But again, but obviously you having the base it just means I can't do that. And I think I had to just play out more units again this turn. I don't think I had like my hand was all right. It was yeah. You can see there. I think there was just like double Shah Zaku to double pilot
Shah,
Amro and Shah.
double pilot,
The
yeah.
the
gun
red
tank,
one,
yeah.
itself. So I think-
Rigdom and gun tank or something.
Yeah, I think I was
Yeah.
debating: do I just link here, get rid of the Argama,
Mm.
and play something out, or do I play 2 units? I think I probably should have linked, got rid of the base. I don't know if I did that. I think link, get rid of base. Oh wait, no, sorry, I didn't have shot. I didn't have shot.
Yeah.
So I think I was debating then. Yeah, I remember this was awkward because I couldn't like spending 5 resources was slow, but spending 4 gave me a link.
Oh, you had Gundam, yeah, okay.
And here I went to kill it basically.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I will block it because now you can. Yeah, actually, here. Okay, so I think you pass here, right?
I think so. I think I should have swung
Yes, yes. So okay, maybe pause the video for a second because I think there's there's an argument here to swing. There's an argument to swing with Gundam and double gun tank into shields.
Yep.
But at the same time, maybe it would have been better to just double swing into the A-strike with the gun tanks. So let's say you go into you kill the base, right? Double swing with gun tanks. Okay, you take one base, 2 shields. There could have been a burst, okay, maybe, but at the same time I have now 3 comeback trades, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have very scary comeback trades actually, and if I have another base in the shields, or if anything in my shields is a good burst, then it's over from that point.
Yeah, yeah.
But the double trade
right.
into 8-strike, into 8-strike, right? Gun tank, and then destroy the base with Gundam.
Yeah, yeah. I think you're
Maybe
right.
that.
I think you're right. Especially because I can swing with the gun tank first
Yeah.
to see if I bait your blocker out.
Yes.
Your Rick DS, so I can swing into it. Swinging into it twice is like better than just immediately getting the block out of Anksha because I might have been able to
Yes,
beat the
yes.
Anksha. I think that's right. But then you block with your Rick DS for sure. So I probably wouldn't have
Yeah.
attacked with Gundam.
But then you play the gun tank onto
Yeah. So I think I had to
onto the
attack with
Rick Diaz,
Anksha
and then you
first.
attack with.
Yeah, I had to attack with Anksha first to bait out your
Yeah.
block. Then I had to throw away the 2 gun tanks, play the other gun tank, get the ping, kill it, swing and kill your Argama. And I think you're correct, but if you had Link, that instantly...
If I had another link, right? If I had another link.
If you
there,
had another Link,
yes,
I think I instantly...
that's over.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
Which is why I didn't do it, because...
Yeah, maybe for the odds it would have been the correct play because the odds of me having another A-strike Kira is not
Any
great,
Link,
I think.
any Link. Gundam Amuro, Gale Strike Kira,
Ah, well, yeah, you're right. Another trade. Oh, launcher strike Kira.
Launcher Strike, like anything. I instantly lose
True.
because then my hand's 3 cards, I have 1 unit, and you have 5 life.
True.
So that's what my big concern was, but I think it was a bit crap either way. It was just like I had to gamble. I probably should have just been more aggressive. I think
Maybe get rid of the A-strike somehow, right? So
Yeah.
A-strike was problematic in the end.
Strike's
Yeah.
going to sit here if I attack out and you just kill a thing for free every turn. Yeah, I don't know. We'll
Yeah,
see.
this
I
was
think you
difficult.
did have another link, if I remember correctly.
I also think I had something. Maybe I had like, but what did I have actually?
I think if
Did I
you tried
prepare
Gundam
here
on
for
that, yeah, I think I was
Torgis?
done.
Did I
I think I was
Torgis?
done.
Did I prepare for Torgis this turn or something?
Oh
No,
no, you just played blockers. You just played blockers.
for 3. I did play Torgis, right? Yes.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I had the link actually in hand here, but I was like, if I play it now and swing into your Corsica base with Torgis to rest 1 unit, I lose a blocker. And what do I gain from it? Like
Yeah.
nothing, right? So I was like, okay, let's prepare for next turn, play an Elfrith, play a Torgis. The worst case that could happen, Amuru onto Torgis and you get rid of it or something. Here your pass, I understand it. I mean, what do you want to do otherwise? So you have to pass here.
Yeah, and I think
Um,
the
and now I
this
have to
base
play.
is
Yeah.
just so. I needed a.
This
Yeah,
is
this is where things
yeah.
start going. Yeah, this when you get to kill my the argument
Richter
here became
and the char, yeah. So Agama gives me the opportunity to attack, and I had the second. I drew the second Torgis. So this gave me the opportunity to rest. Don't waste the first attack of Torgis. Also rest the second unit. Get another trade in with a unit that is not a blocker. So at this point, you have 2 cards in hand. I still have. I draw actually. I also draw from the Torgis.
yeah.
And every turn now I can rest and just trade because I have 2 units. Yeah.
This also now forces me to kill these units, and
Yeah.
that means
Many people didn't understand this, right? So I think a lot of people saw your swings into the Torgis. And also the casters at this point. They were saying, if I was Thomas, I wouldn't block here.
you have to block here. What?
I was like, if I block here, he will waste his whole board.
Yeah, if
But
you
if I don't
here,
block, I only get rid of 1 unit.
if you let me kill this for 1 gun tank,
I just lose. Yeah.
I might actually win. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
you had to. But this was the awkward situation that like we were both in because we knew like we just had to do it.
Yes.
And then you see, like,
It's like this will happen,
and
and
I think I just flooded out my hand here, and I was like, well, what can I do now? I need to just draw something decent. Like I need.
And this, maybe pause here because I think here you could have attacked with Gundam. I think you were in such a losing position where I was like,
I agree.
you have to
I
take
think I
maybe
agree.
1 trade. Yes.
I agree. I should have.
Take the Alfred at least, or the
No, I think I had to kill the base.
Torgis.
I think
Oh,
I
the
had to
base.
kill the base because, well, so in my head, I've seen
Yeah.
you play 2 bases this game.
Oh yes,
I
so
only
you
play
would,
5.
yeah.
So I'm like, okay, the odds on you having a 3rd base is low.
Yes.
I have to kill the base because then all my units threaten, and I might actually be able to get there. And
You're right, yeah.
And I will kill your Kira when it kills my Gundam, or you will trade 2 units into it. So you're right. I should have attacked with the Gundam.
Okay, I was thinking about taking a trade here with Gundam, but now that I understand your point, actually, yes, if you take the base here, because otherwise I just have to block Gundam, right? I'm like, if I block Gundam, nothing will happen to me.
Yeah,
so
you're right. I should have swung with the Gundam here.
Yeah.
For what it's worth, as we will see, it didn't fucking matter. But I should.
Yes.
This was. I think this is like I knew when I came off the finals. I was like, I didn't play my best. I think part of it was just like the physical fatigue of like I hadn't slept very much over the weekend. I don't know how much you did.
I mean, you also traveled, right? You came from another country. I live here, so it's like.
But also like the getting up early for like the shop and everything, and the whole shit show there, and just general anxiety about like big tournament. And plus, after like 3-4 hours or something between top 4 and the finals, I'd qualified for Japan. So I don't think I had the same like.
The want to win, right?
The hunger to like. I still wanted to win, obviously, but like.
Yes.
I think that I'm very comfortable like looking back on this game and going, I wasn't playing my best. I don't think it mattered because the things that I could have played around, like game 1 and this game, if I had made the optimal choice, you had the thing that optimal choice didn't matter. So it's comforting in that sense that even though I didn't play as well as I could have.
I had to misplay actually. I had to misplay for something to change. So for example, I wouldn't have blocked for the Torgis, right? So this would have been a misplay, for example.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like I had to hope that you You messed up one time, and it made a huge deal, but you didn't mess up. So it was like,
Yes. So
yeah. I think here you just played another nail argument, and I think I was like, that's it, that's the game, because now
yeah,
you get another free
something,
trade
right? So
piece.
something was here. Maybe did I even play Freedom or something?
I think you played. I remember. Oh yeah, you overflowing here. Yeah.
This was this the fourth in this game?
Uh,
Or the
I think
third, or third
we
or
aren't
something,
quite
right?
at the show of resolve turn, but I see the other nail argument in your
Yeah.
hand. I think, yeah, you discarded the third
And
base.
I discarded another
I
base
was
because
like,
I have another nut.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, so that's the other thing. If you play, even if it was a nail argument, if I swing
Yeah.
clear base and then you play another base,
Yes,
you had
game
two,
losing.
like,
Yeah. Oh no,
so
I
then
played Freedom here,
ultimately,
right?
if
Yes,
I
I
value
played Freedom.
trade board, I still am gonna lose the Gundam. The base is still there. You play this 4/6 blocker.
Yeah. So I'm like here. I just swing into the base. Yeah. I'm like I swing into the base. I have 3 blockers and I have to block only one of your units. So what? I don't really care, right? So
It was just the thing where I think the game, like, the way that I win this matchup is I have to go wide early, and in neither of these two games I was able to do that. And so even though later on in the game I'm drawing good cards, the danger period for you has passed. Like if you had 0 life in this base, you would have not felt anywhere near as comfortable as like you do,
Yeah.
of course.
yeah, but now I was like, okay,
Because at any moment,
there's no
I
way. Really.
top deck Charlink, and suddenly, if you don't have at least as many blockers as units I have on board, then you just lose.
Yeah.
And that's the position, like, ideally I want to get you into.
But we got into a position where I had like my cards have like double and triple the amount of health than your cards. I
Yeah.
just deploy them, you deploy them, and now I outplay this.
You can see
So-
here, I'm just like, it's just, well, what the fuck do I do?
Yeah. So here because actually you could have swung here with a
I think I
Chazaku.
did. I think I was debating which order to attack in, because
Yeah.
the Zaku was 4 attack, but the
I don't mean this actually.
oh yeah.
Actually, okay. So this is correct logically. The only thing that may have not been the thing is maybe you could have just gone for the base here at this point.
I think I was. I remember agonizing about this decision and which order was correct to do it in. I think I concluded it didn't matter. I can't remember why, but ultimately I was going to swing with everything.
Yeah, it didn't matter because I decided when to block, right? So yeah. It didn't matter because in the end I wouldn't have blocked anything with the freedom other than the Zakutu.
Yeah.
So
And here I think I finally killed base. No, I didn't.
no.
Again, I just remember think like.
Yeah, I mean if I don't have follow up right now, so
Yeah.
if I have like only pilots in hand or something, then this was 100% the correct play.
Yes.
I think it was actually the correct play. With no knowledge, I played 2 freedoms or something, and did I play 2 freedoms in this game?
One freedom.
This was the first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but still.
It's like
Also,
I've seen 2 links from you. I've seen
Yes.
a lot of units, like a lot of your best units, and you've filtered and you've discarded a lot of bases. So I think like, yeah, I don't know. I think I really needed what I needed was to like draw. I needed a turn that I think whatever turn you have now, that's the turn I needed, and I think that would have put me into a position to like equalize. But I mean, let's just.
yeah,
I think I have some. I think I gave my live reactions to seeing these cards come down.
yeah.
Yeah, you start off with the show, which is I'm like, okay, great.
Yeah, this is already unlucky, right? I have shot.
Oh my
I have,
God, what the
I had
fuck?
3 armors in hand. Yeah, I was showing the judge, right? I was like, what is this?
So you drew 2 Armoros.
Yes.
You had a third. You had Zex. You
I
had
had
more
Zex.
Hardman. So your
Yeah,
hand was
okay.
actually kind of shit.
Yes, it was. This is why I saw the armors and I was like, oh wow. So it was funny because I was like,
Yeah.
okay, maybe I still can lose here. If I don't draw any units, it's like over.
Yeah. And that's what I needed.
yeah.
I needed you to not draw units for a couple turns, and then me just have some card draw, like a Corsica base into Show of Resolve into Splash into just the whole board, And actually, I would have won. But then here
Yeah.
you had like
I had the ace-strike, yes, I had the
private.
ace-strike, so...
Yeah, you armoro, you kill this, and then you trade my board, so I have nothing now.
Yeah, so now I just trade in, I was like, okay, I don't get a value of the toys, but
Yeah.
who cares, right? Who cares? No, actually, I had the Zex, so I was debating on
Which one to go for?
linking it. Yeah, I was like, do I link it just to draw one more card?
Yeah.
Because my hand is so bad, and the Zex is a dead card otherwise. But I didn't, and in the end it was the correct choice, but it was still, yeah.
This
And now here I think I
armor,
use...
I think gets you
yeah.
another show, doesn't it?
I think so, actually. No, it didn't.
We'll see.
It gave me an Alfred also.
Oh, okay.
And Rick Diaz.
Still,
Oh, yeah.
still so strong. And then
Still
you
very good.
it.
Yes.
And like, yeah, the nail arguments. I remember.
So this one, yeah.
Like, so now knowing how many turns you'd been holding them for, it felt.
Oh wait,
less
pause
tilting.
here. Pause here real quick.
Sorry.
Yeah, because this thing, people saying that this was a misplay, right? And I myself said in this time when I played, I was like, oh, I misplayed, because I had the Amaru in hand. I already swung with the L-strike into your base, and I was like, wait, didn't I want to use Amaru and swing into your
I think
true or something, right?
Yeah, when you did this, when you said like swing into base, I was just like, okay.
Yeah,
I was
but,
like, a chance.
Yeah, but I think you also apologized for.
Yeah,
for
I
this
was like,
thing.
sorry, that was.
But but it's
in a
normal,
friendly
right?
game, I
So
would have
yeah.
let you take that back. Like, I
Yeah,
think-
but no, I was also like, the idea of taking something back didn't even come into my mind. I was like, yeah, it's played, so I did it. The thing is that it may not even have been such a misplay, because you had no cards in hand.
Yeah, I mean,
And I had like a 5/4 blocker then, and the A-strike, and I also pressure a bit more, right? So yeah, it was like, yeah, I can go for the more value play and something and so on, but it's not what it came down to. It doesn't really matter.
didn't.
Yes.
Like, I think it didn't move the needle. Like at this point in the game, I think it was just locked. Like I think,
Yeah.
you know, the thing is like knowing how long you had these cards for, made it feel a lot less. Makes it feel a lot less tilting in hindsight, because like
Yeah, I didn't top deck anything.
yeah,
or
but
something.
like,
I saw-
like seeing this like. You saw both copies of your Nail Argument in this game.
Yeah.
In the first game, you burst your one copy of Kusanagi. You saw one copy of your two of Nail Arguments. I think this game you saw what 4 out of your 5 bases.
I saw 4 bases out of 5. Yes.
So I was like, oh my god, this is like. So there's a thing where it's like. I think there's very much an element of like, when you're playing aggro, if your opponent is playing a white deck, and they just see a certain quantity of bursts, it's like. You hold your hand up and you say like,
Yeah, there's nothing you can do.
I needed to see a completely bullshit hand to get through that. But here, and then you had the Gundam Armor link, and I think this, I don't even know why.
Yeah, this the 3 armors that I draw, and then the possibility of
It's so
drawing a
crazy,
Gundam
dude, it's so
was,
crazy.
yeah, the possibility of drawing another Gundam was bigger and bigger and bigger, and I was like, at some point I will get it. So
This was a great top deck. This was a really great top
Yeah,
deck.
yeah, this was. Otherwise, I would have had to play it under the Rick Diaz or something. There was like nothing much to do in this turn otherwise.
Yeah.
I didn't have many plays, so I was like, okay, very nice. I draw a unit and also a link that now I can use to trade something and get the attack with Rick Diaz in without losing. And now you have suddenly again 5 units, right?
Yeah, and suddenly like there's now again you can't. The thing like no,
This is it. Yes.
This is the turn.
So if I didn't have this, it would have
Maybe
been
there was a
totally
chance for
different.
me. Yeah. And then you drew the other one.
So I was like, okay, yeah, GG's. Now
I
I'm
remember
like,
I was like, okay, the chance that I thought I was getting evaporated because I was like, you know what, like, but it's like it's fair, right? Like that's what this deck does. When you hit
Yes.
this stage in the late game, this is what blue white does. You have all this card advantage.
yeah.
So I can't get mad. Like I wasn't like mad or anything. I was just like, yeah, like fucking.
No,
fair
yeah.
enough, bro. Like,
The point was already way over. So normally you would have won. So normally you win like turn 6 already. It's clear on turn 6 if you win or lose.
And I think as well, like the very minor things that in my head I was like, okay, I think that was a misplay. I think that was a misplay. But there was 2 very minor decisions that actually didn't matter at all.
Yes, and
So
also
you basically played perfectly, and the only
yeah.
misplays were just from my
Yeah.
perspective. When knowing my hand, I knew that what you did wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yes,
Not bad.
exactly. Yeah.
It was just like less bad.
Yes, yes.
So
So
you played it basically perfectly,
it,
and
it
you drew very
depending on
well.
the knowledge, it was I
Yeah.
think played very well. Yeah. But also your decisions, right? So it was the same thing. If you don't think about the perspective of the other person, right, without the hand knowledge and anything, then you have to play for your outs. So not attacking with the Gundam, for example, for one turn, or trading in for the Tolgis, these 3 units, where some people were like, "What is he doing? What?" It had to be done. It was
Yeah.
if you would have let the Tolgis live, the units would have died anyways, and I would have got like infinite value and infinite card draw. So things like these, you just have to know and
Yeah, and
they're
even
correct.
at this stage, I'm like, it was. I think if you had one less unit here, there was a possibility. So I had to
Yes, if I yeah.
try and kill one. But I
And I also had double link in hand and whatever.
yeah,
This
I
was like
remember you showed me. You showed me.
yeah.
I said link for game, and you were like, which one? I was like, ah!
It's like I look at my hand and I'm like, okay, do I play the Impure now for the Lewis? But no, just take it.
No, but I think I think it was a really great set for showcasing like how I think blue white, if it's played by someone really good, and aggro has even like a slightly below average start.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I mean, you saw the uphill battle that. I mean, it was basically
Yeah,
unwinnable for me because like
yeah.
I don't think actually like looking at that game again, I actually don't think you high rolled particularly hard.
No, I think I actually got
Above average.
a bit above average hand. Yeah, yeah. I think the real high roll was in game one, the Kusanagi in the
Kusanagi, yeah.
shields. Yes. And game two in the end in the late in the show results, right? To finish, but it was
The
already
nail
nearly
argument
over,
show
yeah.
it was the quantity
Yes,
of
yes,
bases you saw in game two, and the
yes,
burst in
yes.
game one. But it was like, I think those alone would not have won you the game. It was also the fact that
No,
you took advantage of it.
it was also the fact in the one game that I put the Kira underneath the Alfred. Otherwise, it would have been like instantly over. And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think there are like some micro decisions. People just don't understand them currently.
I'm gonna take a 30-second rant here because like
Sure.
the Facebook fucking groups are like, I generally don't care about what people say about me, but I actually got rage baited by some of these comments. Like there was this one fucking guy who just every post I made, he would just comment like, "Oh, I know how to play aggro. Trade all your units into board, then have no hand, and then lose to a control deck because you're trying to play control. Wow, look, I'm so good at aggro." And I'm like, "You're actually like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like you so
Pure rage
clearly
bait.
have no
Pure
idea.
rage bait. Yeah, yeah. It's like
You have
insane
no
rage
clue
bait.
what you're talking about."
This is insane rage bait.
It
Uh,
worked, bro. I was actually successfully rage baited. I was like, damn, this guy is so stupid that he's so stupid. I got angry that he was so stupid. I was like, I was like, shit.
Yeah,
I've been rage baited.
we went over it, right? So
Yeah.
this was always the correct decision. Trading the gun tanks in for the Tolgis, you had to do it, and it's funny. I think my list. I herald, right? I was thinking about playing.
The percentage difference in our roles,
Yeah, yeah.
it must have been like 40, 30, 40%.
Yes,
Like,
yes,
it was
yes, yes,
significant.
yes.
It was significant.
Yes, yes. And I was like, this is my worst matchup. So
Yeah.
this is the matchup I didn't prepare the list for. It's the matchup I expect to lose on average more than to win. And like I did on Saturday, for example, against you. And yeah, now my deck worked and you didn't have 2 1-drops in round
Yeah,
1. You drew 4 pilots in the first game and so on. This happens. But
right. But also,
yeah, exactly.
I can't be mad that one, it happened in the finals of all the
Yeah.
games to learn.
Yeah.
No complaints.
It happened at the right game, yeah. That's true.
And two, against someone who's good at the game. I think those are like
Yeah,
the
this
two.
is important.
You know,
Yeah,
you're,
this
you're
is also
clearly
important.
very good at the game.
It
So I'm
was a
like,
very good matchup, and it was they were very very fun games to play also.
exactly.
Like
Yeah,
every
and
game I
also,
had it.
like,
Yeah,
they were even while I was getting my ass beat, I was enjoying like playing against you.
yeah.
But,
This is very fun.
the
Definitely.
situation was like, I don't mind, man. Like, also, I think it's good because now, like, I think between it's fun. Like, even though Edwin is not going to Worlds, I think between the three of us, like, what we have, aggro player, mid range
Yeah,
player,
true.
more control player. So we have three of us. Who all
Yeah, it's like the trifecta. Yeah, it's
I
complete.
think we're going to be cooking. I think we're going to be.
Yeah, it will be, it will be. And I'm looking also forward to playtesting a lot of the new
Yeah, me
set
too.
with you guys. And also, I watched the game you played against Edwin, right? And it was crazy. It was like a crazy up and down. I had some questions for Edwin actually for the. Not actually, there was like one play in particular. I think his Elfrid was had 3 damage on it, like a 2-1 Elfrid, and he had the possibility to trade to your gym, and he didn't do it. And I was like, okay, this seems wrong in the beginning, but after thinking about that, blockers in white-green are like a resource that you don't have, that you cannot spam, right? You don't have like infinite blockers, but you have a finite amount of board space. I was like, maybe it's correct to have to keep the blocker up, because now if the blue-green player wants to deploy like 2 other units, but he can't because his board is full, you still have the 1 blocker that will take 1 attack, right? And as long as it's not rested, it will not go anywhere. So this was like also a play. Edwin, a great player, right? A great player. Yes, he's very good.
Said, like, I mean, I had of the people I was aware of, he was the only player that I was like, this is the one guy I'm worried about. No one else. I mean, like, I wasn't aware of you.
Like, we didn't know each other.
I had never met you because I didn't go to Utrecht and I didn't go to Dusseldorf. So any players from those 2 regionals, I had no like awareness of basically. But everyone from Seville and everyone from Bristol, I was like, cool. I know all these top players. That's the only one I'm scared of. And I think like he's just crazy. He's so good.
Yeah, he's very good. He was a bit nervous in the games you played on stream. I think he was in the last game. He was a bit nervous.
You saw his hand though. To be fair,
Yeah.
But I think this is a good time to mention that we're actually all 3 of us. We're going to be doing a fun little discussion about the event and about like the format and just Gundam in general and set 3 and all sorts of stuff. Well, that'll be coming soon, so keep an eye out for that. And I just want to say, Thomas, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Watch back of my trauma. I think you didn't make too much fun of me, which was very polite of you.
No. No, this was a very great event. We had the atmosphere was great also. So actually, let me rephrase the event organization. Let's not talk about that.
Fantastic.
But the judge, yes, I love the judge team.
Like everyone was lovely. Everyone clearly cared that like we interacted with.
Yes.
And
that's true. Everyone, and also the players, great players. Actually, I didn't have even one bad interaction. I think around 1 I had like a judge call with some guy. Shout out to him. He's called Pedro, and even that, right? We had like a small disagreement, but even his sportsmanship was actually very great at this point. And even up until the end of the game, it stayed friendly and.
Was he from Portugal?
Maybe
Black
he was
hair,
wearing like a white jacket, glasses. Maybe
He may have been the
not.
person. No,
He played red blue.
He
He
had
played
glasses.
red blue.
Never mind. There was a guy I bought my,
Okay.
my 4th armor off of, so it may have been.
Okay.
I was like, oh no way, that'd be funny if it was him.
No, it wasn't.
But yeah, so everyone, please do check out Sonic Sailor, which is going to be linked in the description. That's
Yeah, and I promise I will do some Gundam content maybe at some point.
Do your deck profile, do your...
Yeah, I will.
Do your view maxing, it has to be done. You want to farm the views while you have a chance.
True.
And yeah, honestly, it was super great to meet you and to play against you. I think it was really nice because even though it was such, as you said, like a really competitive event, like with players who really, really, really wanted to win.
Yes, and they were all good. Yeah.
Very cordial. Like it was, there was no bullshit. Like people, matches were friendly. Like it was just great.
No cheating, anything like in Digimon.
It was a very above board, like proper event, which was just great. So if you enjoyed this, do like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm not sure if this is going up before or after the top 4 analysis with Edwin, but either way, check out the other one. That's going to be linked as well.
Yeah, check it out.
For the round table, we got to come up with some sort of like cringe name for the 3 of us.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Maybe I'll start watching some Gundam series so we can.
Okay, yeah, we will find something.
I've only seen Build Fighters and G-Quarks, so I need
I saw Build Fighters, Double O, Unicorn. What's the other one? I don't remember.
Wing?
I've
I've seen Wing.
I haven't seen Wing actually. I haven't seen Wing.
Maybe we'll call ourselves the Build Fighters. We'll go with that because I think we'll all seen it. We'll see.
We've all seen Build Fighters.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Oh man. All right. Well, thanks
Okay.
so much, Tom.
Thanks
Looking
so
forward
much.
to testing with you for Worlds. And
Yeah.
for those of you who'd like to follow along for the journey, please do. Also, give me money on Metafy so I can keep playing Gundam. Thank you. Subscribe. Bye bye.
Bye.